Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Bailey, also known as CringeMcCringle. It is time to continue my dive into Dark of the Moon with another Takara exclusive that most people probably haven't heard of. Today I'm going to be talking about Transformers Dark of the Moon Neo Scanning Bumblebee. This figure was initially available at the Tokyo Motor Show in 2011 and later got a wider release. Starting off in robot mode, Neo Scanning Bumblebee doesn't appear to be, well, that different from the standard Dark of the Moon Deluxe. In fact, some people watching might not have noticed that he's different at all, but I promise that he is. So, what is different? Well, the coloring. This figure is molded in a brighter shade of yellow. And that's it. I kid you not, that's the only difference. I am in this shit so deep. Not even the gray plastic is different from the standard release. It quite literally has the most minuscule color change and nothing else. Doesn't stop me from loving this toy though. That's because this toy is pretty damn good, especially for a 2011 Deluxe. This figure still looks good, and yeah, while it may be a bit on the chunky side when compared to a modern Studio Series figure, this one is more fun. And cool because it's rare. Going over the small details though, Bumblebee has some silver paint hits on his face and these super tiny specks on his helmet. He's also got some light piping, which I don't have written into the script, but there you go. He now has a newly redesigned upper body with the major area of difference being the chest and the arms. The split chest design now not only breaks apart and moves up, but due to the assembly it now pivots and allows for this new detailing to be flipped around on the bottom of the chest. Arms now don't make up the roof in an annoying game of origami and simply tuck away when making him the Camaro. Doing so also allows the wheels to protrude off the back closer to how they do in the movie. And the legs now have been ever so slightly reworked to cause the thigh piece to rotate up in a slightly different manner. Knee down, they are damn near identical to the 07 Deluxe though. One major bonus of all of this new engineering is that the figure has an absolutely terrific range of motion. Alright, so we are going to go over the articulation for one Dark of the Moon Neo Scanning Bumblebee. I love this guy. So head can look a little bit up, a little bit down. Because it is on a ball joint, can look all the way around in all sorts of angles. Arms are on a ball joint and just moving around the kibble. You can rotate them all the way around somewhat. And then they do go out. We do have an elbow swivel and an elbow bend, which goes about almost 180 degrees. So that's pretty good. Moving his arms up, he does have a waist rotation. So again, pretty damn good. Legs go forward. Legs go back, legs go out, and then we've got, I believe, a swivel. Yeah, we've got a swivel that's pretty close up there. So it does swivel, and we got a nice knee bend, and then feet can move so much around, so much. But yeah, so that is the articulation for Dark of the Moon Neo Scanning, or as I call him, holy shit, he's so damn yellow, Bumblebee. The original 07 Deluxe was also pretty good, but this one feels just a little bit more balanced, a little bit sturdier, and it looks just that ever slightly bit better, as long as you don't look at the backpack. And because this is a Dark of the Moon release, Bumblebee does come with a MechTech weapon that has been repainted into this darker black color instead of a bright gray. The gun can be plugged into the forearm, so Bumblebee can use it to shoot Laserbeak right in the face. The weapon does also transform to make an even bigger gun. Mine has quite the bonus too. For whatever reason, the gun mode here actually will stay in the extended configuration, despite the fact that none of the Dark of the Moon Deluxes actually had this feature. I think it's just because the molding, I don't know what happened with it, but it stays like that. Oh, I dropped it. Alright, new transforming setup. I don't know how this is going to go, but let's try it out. Okay. Now on to transformation. The Dark of the Moon Bumblebee mold is a great toy. It's a nice evolution of the already damn good 2007 Deluxe. The upper half is redesigned to include some new and unique twists to the sequence. Bottom half is the same for the most part with the auto transforming. Bumblebee is just simple, fun, and always makes for a very good time. And here we have Neo Scanning Bumblebee in his vehicle mode. Bumblebee turns into a 2010 Chevrolet Camaro, and like robot mode, he is now molded in a much brighter shade of yellow that is more akin to the rally yellow that was used on the production Camaro. And you know what? Overall, this car mode has actually replicated the production Camaro very well. Small details like the panel lines, door handles, side reflectors, and satellite fin have been added compared to previous movie Bumblebees. I really appreciate this attention to detail considering the fact that the Camaro was no longer a concept by the time Dark of the Moon came out, and this figure helps showcase that in the different color. Going over the other details though, starting at the front, Bumblebee's front splitter has been painted in black, as well as the grille and fog lights. Headlights and Chevy bow tie are of course painted in silver as well. On the hood there are the signature stripes in black and some molded in vents for heat dissipation. Rims have been painted silver with this lovely 5-spoke design. It's really hard to see, but there is a molded in Camaro SS badge here on the fender above the silver Autobot logo. There's the previously mentioned door handles, some mirrors, and oddly enough, this weird mesh in the windows. I'm not sure the reasoning for this piece considering the doors literally have the blue plastic for the windows. Were Takara trying to make him fit in with the wreckers? Possibly. I don't know, but they're there. But moving on to other details, there are these vents on the rear fender, taillights are finished in red, and a silver painted license plate. Exhausts and lower bumper are finished in black, and of course, we have the nice big spoiler on the back. Overall, this car mode is pretty sick. I am biased because I do love myself a Camaro, but it helps that for the movie toys, Hasbro and Takara really wanted to make sure that they got all of the details right. It's a big reason as to why I love the Michael Bay toys just as much as I do. They give me just that extra car detailing that you only ever find on like alternators or sometimes Studio Series stuff. Oh, and there's also this port on the roof for you to stick the gun into because, yeah, why not? That brings us to the end of today's video and my overall thoughts of this figure. Neo Scanning Bumblebee is a great figure, and that's because, well, the original Dark of the Moon Deluxe is also a great toy. This figure's existence is cool because, it's now done in the more Chevrolet Rally Yellow, and it's a super rare Takara exclusive. I am definitely one of the few people who are willing to spend the money on getting this figure. So I will see everybody in the next video. Have a great day, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.